Scorpio, welcome to your reading. So let's dive in and get your current energy. What do you need to focus on? Your strength. Your near future. What else do you need to know? Your hopes or fears? And your potential outcome? And so this video is available on TikTok at Tarot with Michelle and on YouTube and Rumble, Tarot and Astrology with Michelle. Scorpio, I've got the Eight of Swords showing up here at the bottom of the deck. It's coming through as a pattern. It's overthinking, overanalyzing, not being able to take any kind of action. So self-doubt, second-guessing yourself. I actually feel like you're on the verge of breaking this. I don't feel like this is a pattern that is sticking around for much longer. This is coming through as a breakthrough. It's the Knight of Wands. It's this, I want to move on and move forward. And so the Knight of Wands can be impulsive. It's like you've been in this pattern of overthinking, finding it difficult to take action, and now I'm getting you here at taking action. So it feels like you find a way to get out of your head and overcome some sort of internal challenge that has been holding you back and blocking you. What's influencing this Knight of Wands is the Hierophant. This could be around relationships. Take that as it resonates. This is a card of marriage, but it's Taurus energy. So it's also connected to traditional values, what you love and value here. And so I get a very strong sense that you have an idea on where you want to go, what you want to build. And now it's liberating. So I'm trying to tap more into that Eight of Swords energy because you are able to overcome a challenge now in the moment, but I'm not getting like a true pattern shift yet. This feels more like you found a way to overcome it. Now it's developing a new pattern so that you're not kind of stuck up in your mind. And it feels like here, when you focus on the Hierophant, what you love and value, you are going to be able to overcome this. Let's keep going because it shows up in different ways. It shows up here in what you need to focus on as the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles, it's about building a foundation, a very solid foundation. This will allow for growth. And so the Four of Pentacles, it's holding on to everything that you have. And what I'm getting here is when you get out of this pattern of overthinking and you're able to start taking action, start moving on and moving forward, then it's, okay, Four of Pentacles, how do I make this a regular thing? So if that is a pattern that you have had for a period of time, it's almost reconditioning yourself to do it differently. Build something stable and grounded, not lose sight of who you are. The pattern feels like it stems from that sentence specifically. I got some sort of internal ping as soon as I said it. So if the overthinking is around, I don't want to lose myself. I don't want to make sure, I don't want to lose myself. I want to make sure that I'm going after what I want, but I'm not sacrificing anything else along the way. That feels like it's something that you're trying to work through, and that has kind of kept you held back. But with the Four of Pentacles showing up here in what you need to focus on, I feel like what you're developing right now is a new pattern, but it's very early stage. Showing up here in the past, I've got the Fool, that fresh new start, new chapter, new beginning. So it's different than the past already because of the Fool energy. So you're not repeating past patterns and cycles. Showing up here as your strength, I've got the Nine of Pentacles. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence. And so this is about you stepping into the growth mindset, recognizing what you're able to build on your own here. And it feels like it's building on top of this Four of Pentacles. And so what you're encouraged to do here is focus on your foundation. And then here, your strength is, okay, I can grow and I know what I'm capable of doing. It's also recognizing your own strengths, your own worth and value. And so here in the near future, I've got the Queen of Wands. So I'm picking up action with the Knight of Wands and now the Queen of Wands. And so the movement that you're looking for is here. Here's why. So I've got the Tower showing up and what else you need to know. So this is really how the universe is influencing the situation. And so that pattern of being stuck up in your mind and maybe even self-sacrifice, however that's showing up here in your life, the Tower says, let's create the breakthrough so that you can start moving forward because you've learned something here significant about yourself. Now it's about taking that forward. So where I'm picking you up at a point of breaking a pattern or a cycle, that's really what the Tower is doing. It's helping you to see the pattern in advance so that you don't give into it again. You don't find yourself getting stuck. You don't find yourself overgiving, overextending yourself, or really just any kind of self-sacrifice at all. And also here with the Two of Cups, could be about relationships. Take that as it resonates. I'm actually picking you up, focusing on your emotional balance after the release. So after you get out of your head and you're able to start moving forward, the emotional balance that you're looking for feels like it settles in. It gets stronger over time. Sorry, I don't know why with your reading, my voice is kind of coming and going all of a sudden, but that Two of Cups is going to get stronger over time. That emotional balance that you're looking for becomes part of the foundation here that you're building. And so showing up here in your hopes or fears, I'm getting the Strength card, Leo energy. So it's finding the strength and courage within yourself to take the action that you want to take. This Strength card, along with the Tower, feels like what got you out of that Eight of Swords energy. Showing up here in your potential outcome, Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. It's also about reconnecting with yourself. And so there's something here about your emotional balance and the desire, the drive to move forward and this kind of steadiness. Because I'm getting the Two of Cups and I'm getting that stronger over time. That's what the Six of Cups feels like. It's more of the more balanced you are, the more you're able to align with what you really want here as you move forward. So let's get some additional information. Tell me about the Knight of Wands with the Hierophant here for Scorpio. Knight of Pentacles. And so the Knight of Pentacles, as much as you're ready to move forward, the Knight of Pentacles indicates you have a plan. So where the Knight of Wands is quick energy, the Knight of Pentacles is not. And so any action that you're taking here may appear impulsive at times. It also may appear slow at times. I am getting kind of a blend of these energies. It's like I'm moving forward, but I'm also at the same time wanting to slow things down to make sure that I am doing things differently here because you are in a brand new beginning. And so if you find yourself kind of moving fast and then moving slow, or even just kind of sitting still for a minute, that's the Knight of Pentacles saying, let's slow this down. Let's make sure that all the action, all those steps that we're taking align with where we want to go. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles. Six of Wands, success and victory. Yeah. You working on your foundation. I've got a lot of success connected to it. You're overcoming the obstacles and challenges that center around that Eight of Swords, that overthinking energy. I really am getting you breaking a pattern without all of the cards directly telling me that. So let's get the Fool. The Devil energy. So here's the pattern showing up in the past. And so you wanted to embark on something new, but maybe the attachment to the past or some sort of existing pattern was really preventing any kind of meaningful progress. And so, because I don't get any action here in the past, I'm getting more of the limitations, the restrictions of the Devil energy. That's really the Eight of Swords. And now you're coming out of that. So let's get the Nine of Pentacles here. Justice, balance. Oh, I'm getting something about trusting yourself. So in this Justice card here, you can see Justice is blind and the third eye is open. There is something about that here. And so with the Nine of Pentacles and the Justice card, I do get a very strong sense of self, reconnecting with yourself. And so as soon as you came out of that Eight of Swords, something kind of clicked into place for you here. This is what stops you from going back into that mindset falling back into that pattern of overthinking. Even where it originated from, if the pattern itself developed from overgiving, overextending, or any kind of self-sacrifice, I feel like you recognize that as well, and you're not doing that anymore. And so with the Queen of Wands, I'm giving the King of Wands. Now, if it is about love and romance, these are divine counterparts, so take that as it resonates. But I'm getting a lot of passion, a lot of motivation to move forward. But what I love about this is the maturity. So both the King and the Queen here are very mature people. They consider the circumstances. So having that plan, focusing on what you love and value, working on your foundation here feels like this combination of cards. It feels like as you're moving forward, it's I know who I am. I know my worth and value. I'm going after what I want and nothing is going to stop me. Let's get the Tower here. Knight of Wands. Yep. As soon as the Tower hits. So the Tower, it looks like it recently occurred. For some of you, it may not have occurred yet. It's whatever sparks this Knight of Wands because it's showing up here. And so as soon as the Tower sets you free, you immediately start moving. And that also feels like when the plan clicks into place where you're saying, okay, before I really start moving forward, let me make sure I've got everything lined up the way that I want. But I love here that you see the opening and you immediately take it. So let's get this Two of Cups. Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is walking away from anything that doesn't serve you. The overthinking, the devil energy, it really is walking away from all of that so that you are grounded and balanced. This is what the universe has been doing for you. It's helping you to succeed by showing you where you're held back and then helping you to break out of that energy. Tell me about strength. Hanged Man. And so the Hanged Man is a pause or delay to give you a chance to look at the big picture here. And showing up with the Strength card, this really feels like you learned what you needed to learn when in the Hanged Man energy. It helped you to gain some sort of strength to not fall back into the old pattern at all. I am really getting a very strong break in a pattern. It's not really a clean break because I do feel like there's still more work that needs to be done, but I do get this kind of initial break and this kind of strength behind, I need to make sure I don't do that again. I need to make sure I don't go backwards into that old pattern. So let's get the Six of Cups. Ten of Swords with the Sun. So the Ten of Swords, a painful ending. And so Ten of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, devil energy. It looks like it all stems from an old wound. Could have been a rock bottom situation here with the Ten of Swords. But what I love about this is the Sun. You see it for what it is. You recognize what caused the pattern in the first place. You're doing something about it here because I don't get you backsliding at all. I feel like if the pattern were to try to resurface in some way, you immediately squash it. That's what the Sun feels like. You see it, you do something about it. And it's because of this, you're reconnecting with yourself. You're focusing on your own happiness. And because you're emotionally grounded and balanced, you're learning to trust yourself again and the steps that you're taking. And so this is where you kind of recognize the signs of the old pattern, the old behavior coming up, and you're really not interested in that because you're focusing here on growth. The Sun is also warmth, growth, expansion, and you're coming at it from a place of emotional balance. So Scorpio, we're going to take this into the extended and we're going to get any hidden messages here, as well as messages from your higher self or your spirit guides, advice to stay on track with all of this, and then how it's going to play out over the next month. So if you're interested, link is below, or you can join me over on YouTube and click that little join button where you get early access to this and the extended, all ad-free, as well as other member exclusives. I will see you soon. Take care.